Right, so we have three surfaces here, basically that are made up from one corridor, the second corridor, as well as the intersection. So this is the intersection surface. Now you can, under surfaces, we can create a surface using a single surface using these three surfaces. So surfaces can be surface members of other surfaces. So if I select those three surfaces, create surface, and we'll just call this combined surface. I'll go ahead and just change the color to green so we can see a difference here. Using those three members, or those three surfaces as surface members, we'll click OK. It's going to build a surface. Now you'll notice when we look at this, the densification or the density within the intersection is a result of, there's actually a setting under project settings, under computations, under road intersection, this max segment length. You can see it's set to 13.12. You need to set this. You can't change it now. It's not retroactive. You have to do it before you create the intersection, and that value will should adjust when you combine those surfaces together. Now, what you can do if you already got the surface and you realize, hey, I want to densify this, you can also use the surface members of the members of the intersection. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this surface here for the intersection, and we will remove that from the surface. So I'm going to remove it from my combined surface. So go ahead and remove that. Okay. And then what I can do is add the line strings that actually make up the intersection. So I'm using my control key to shift these line strings. We'll grab the center line. We'll grab this edge. And if I add those, it will rebuild the surface. Now it's still taking on that 13 foot value, but if I go to the properties of those, I can override that segment length. So you can see it, they're set to 13, which is the setting we had earlier. If I bump that to 5, it's going to adjust the surface in this area in here. All right. Same thing if I pick my surface here, I can change this max length to, oops, not 10, we'll make it 100. And we'll get rid of those erroneous, some of those erroneous triangles out there. But you can see here the same thing over here. If I pick this line string and we add that to the surface, it'll clean up over there, and then we can adjust those settings. Even these guys in here, there's a line string here and a line string here that I can add. And if I go to those and change their properties, you can see they're set to no, but if I say yes, I can set this to, let's say we set it to 2, and you'll see the results we get within that intersection. So you can see the triangulation is going to be affected depending on how we have that variable set. So again, it's triangulating between the points that it finds that are closer to one another. So you're going to get a different result depending on how you adjust these properties within the intersection. But again, that's how you can control what the intersection triangulation results are.